Now let's talk gifts, and I think one of the best ones you can give is a good book. And here to share some of their top reading picks of 2025 is Robert Sindelar from Third Place Books. Welcome.
Hey, Kelly. Yeah, thanks for having me.
I really love reading, and I do think this is one of the best gifts you can give.
Absolutely.
You have your favorite, so we're going to start off strong with The Wayfinder. What can you tell me?
Yeah, so The Wayfinder is by Adam Johnson. I think you'll like this. I know you're a big reader. I know you like historical fiction.
I do.
And this is a great epic story. It takes place a few centuries ago in the South Pacific Islands. It's around Tonga. It's steeped in Polynesian mythology and folklore. There's talking parrots. There's people coming back from the dead. Adam Johnson won the National Book Award for his last book, Pulitzer Prize for the previous book. So it's very literary, epic. It's great.
Oh my gosh, you sold me on this. I was wondering what is going to be my next book for Kelly's Book Club, and I know you're going to have one of the picks. So The
Cool.
Wayfinder there.
Cool.
Next up, Sky Daddy. What an interesting, cute title. Tell me about this.
So these next two are kind of what I would say are our quirky, almost feel-good books on the list. But this one of our booksellers at the store described this as this is the Trust Me book, because the premise of the book's a little odd. A young woman develops a romantic relationship with a plane. And it actually gets kind of steamy. So it's a little interesting in that way, but it's ultimately a book about connection and what it means to connect to other people, what it means to connect to things, and it's about loneliness, and it's actually kind of a tender book at the end.
Oh my gosh, I would say a beach read, but we're not in that season,
Right.
So a cozy read on your couch.
A cozy, definitely.
Okay, moving right along, Automatic Noodle, another interesting title. What can you tell me about this one?
Yeah, so Automatic Noodle's also kind of a cozy. I would definitely describe it as that. And it's set in a near future in San Francisco, and it is the story of some disabled robots that have decided to start a noodle place, a food place for the remaining humans in the area. It's very quirky, but it's very cozy. It is a love letter to San Francisco. It's for foodies. It's for people who like sci-fi. Really fun.
Wow, I've not heard of any of these books so far that you've said, which is always fun because it broadens your horizons to get out and try and read something different.
Absolutely.
Okay, we're moving right along to your fourth pick. Is A River Alive?
Yeah, so this is nonfiction. Next two are nonfiction. Robert McFarlane is a naturalist, and in this book, he's asking the question, is a river alive? Do the rivers around us, do the waterways around us deserve the respect that we give to living beings? He travels to three rivers around the world. So he goes to Ecuador, he goes to India, and he goes to Canada. And it's part travel adventure, part naturalism, and he approaches nature with childlike wonder and makes you look at the creeks, the rivers, Lake Washington in a different way.
Are you more of a nonfiction or fiction guy?
I read way more fiction, but I could not stop reading this book. It just grabs you, and again, you walk around the world looking at it differently after reading Robert McFarlane.
Okay, amazing. And last on your list, One Day Everyone Will Have Always Been Against This. What can you tell me about this next one?
So this one's a little heavier, but a very important book. This is urgent plea and a challenge to the reader. It's about what's happening in the Middle East, it's about what's happening in Palestine, and what's happening in Gaza. And the author is saying, is pleading to look at those events through the eyes of empathy and humanitarianism, and asking the question, when we're telling this story to our children or our grandchildren years from now, what story do we want to be telling? And it's hopefully a story of humanity.
Gosh, amazing picks. I want to know, if you had to pick, do you have a favorite book of the year? I feel like it's almost like children that you can't pick, but please give us some of your tops since you're such a reader.
It is really hard to pick, but there are a lot of great books this year. There's a great new novel from Ian McEwan. He's the British writer. He wrote Atonement, but his new novel takes place 300 years from now, and it is some literary anthropologists looking back on our time now through a poem, and it's kind of like As by Its Possession, like Tom Stoppard's Arcadia. It's great for people who love literature, and it's a really interesting way to look at today.
And And you also have heard of the book that I'm reading for book club. So what can you tell me too about my friends Frederick Bachman as an author?
Frederick Bachman is again one of our great writers right now. Really a fun read, but also all Frederick Bachman's books are like a warm hug. They really they're about characters, and they really make you feel better about the world at the end.
Oh, amazing. You
Yeah.
have several locations really fast. Where are they?
Yeah, so we have one in Lake Forest Park, one in Ravenna, and one in the Seward Park neighborhood. And these are books that our booksellers picked. This is our group. It's kind of like our family, like love letter to Christmas letter to our customers, our favorite books of the year.
Thank you so much for being here. So fun. And thank you to you all for spending time with us today. You can check our website for more of our content, and you can always send us an email to share your thoughts. Don't forget to enjoy your new day, and we'll see you next time.